list of challengers is long and impressive, and it includes the names Tim Elliott and Ali Bagautinov.
As the race to get in line for the next shot at the flyweight championship title, rising stars Ali Bagautinov and Timothy Elliott both want to make a statement to the world that they're ready. Russia's Bagautinov is no stranger to making bold declarations, as his debut knockout of Marcos Vinicius immediately announced his arrival to the UFC. Elliott welcomes the challenge, though, as his back-to-back wins over Jared Papazian and Louis Gaudinot already have him on the short list of top 125-pound contender.
Ali Bagautinov, a Sambo fighter who loves the high-amplitude suplex. He looked outstanding in Belo Horizonte, Brazil, when he defeated Marcos Vinicius in his UFC debut. He is on a 9-fight winning streak and is set to take on Tim Elliott as we get things started live on pay-per-view.
Yeah, he's a 2-time world champion in Combat Sambo. And Combat Sambo, for folks who don't know, incorporates grappling and striking. It's essentially they wear the kimono top, like the judo top, with headgear, MMA gloves, and it's a fantastic art for getting into MMA. It allows fighters to transition as smoothly into MMA as any bout, as any art rather. He's excellent at it. 2-time world champion, ferocious ground and pound, explosive takedowns, and as you said, big slams.
We have seen a couple of guys come in, Khabib Nurmagomedov as well, with that Combat Sambo background. Of course, you go old school, Arlovsky, the former heavyweight champion, had the Sambo. The Russians come in, and as you said, they have a very similar system to the way that others train mixed martial arts, but it is all pointing towards success in mixed martial arts.
And of course, respect to one of the all-time greats, Fyodor Emelianenko.
Yes, for sure.
And Fyodor is like, you know, the quintessential Russian Combat Sambo fighter that got into MMA. It's a very fast-paced, energetic, kinetic style of fighting. They explode on techniques. They sometimes go for techniques and give up position to dive on things. Very leg lock heavy early in the style, but you don't see as much of that anymore. But very, very competent fighters.
Ali Puncher Bagautinov looking to move to 2-0 in the UFC. As we continue to see the division at 125 grow full of stars, Demetrius Johnson set to face Joseph Benavidez again. You look at guys like Bagautinov and this man Tim Elliott, and you say, you know what? They're not far away. A couple of wins puts them right in the title race.
Yeah, I don't know what dynamic fastener means, what's on his shirt, but Tim Elliott is a dynamic fighter, and that's for damn sure. That guy is wild. He is fun to watch. He puts on an incredible pace inside the octagon. He's just a wild dude. His last fight against Louis Gaudinot was outstanding. I mean, he put on a show in that fight. Absolutely dominated the very talented Gaudinot. One of the best performances we've seen from Tim Elliott inside the octagon. And what it's showing me is that after 2 fights, this is his 4th now, after 2 fights, and headed into that was his 3rd, he's getting comfortable inside the octagon. He's getting to show his full potential, and at 26 years of age, he's growing.
Joe, in that fight that you mentioned in Milwaukee against Gaudinot, he landed 270 strikes to Gaudinot's 41.
That's insane.
That is insane.
I mean, it was ruthless ground and pound, constant pushing of the pace. The kid never gets tired, and he looks like he's having fun in there.
No question.
Really exciting to watch.
A professional for just over 4 years, but he is a dangerous member of the flyweight division. Our tale of the tape for this flyweight fight is brought to you by Corn Nuts. Tough like you. Elliott, 26. Bagautinov, 2 years his elder. Elliott, 3 inches taller. The reach is identical. Let's get things started with the official voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas for UFC 167, presented by Metro PCS, nationwide for all. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a combat sambo fighter holding a professional record, 11 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 126 pounds. Fighting out of Dagestan Republic, Russia, Ali Bagautinov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a freestyle fighter holding a professional record, 10 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Lee Summit, Missouri, Tim Elliott. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Kim Winslow.
Kim Winslow, our referee for this fight in the flyweight division. The beautiful Ariani, Brittany, Vanessa, our entire crew having a great time tonight here inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena.
Fight!
Tonight's clock is brought to you by Muscle Farm, fueling athletes safely. Red and black trunks for Bagautinov, white trunks for Tim Elliott.
There right away you see the crazy style of Tim Elliott. Literally face forward, hands down, taunting Bagautinov.
Bagautinov has big power for a flyweight.
He's also very physically strong, and that's one of the things that I'm interested in this fight. Big power in his punches, but physically strong in his grappling. How does he deal with Tim Elliott, and how does Tim Elliott deal with him? Because Elliott was just so dominant in the grappling exchanges with Bagautinov, and he showed so much physical strength. It makes this matchup ever more exciting.
Southpaw. Elliott switching stances here early, just missed with the right.
Good head movement there by Elliott.
You're going to hold your hands by your waist, you better have some head movement, right?
There's an interesting thing about the way Elliott moves. It's almost like he's got a limited range of motion or something, like the way he throws his kicks. A lot of strength, a lot of power, but it doesn't have a lot of flexibility in the way he maneuvers.
Just missing again. Bagautinov is throwing to try to finish his fight with 1 strike. Trying to find the range early. Circling away from the left hand is Bagautinov.
Bagautinov looked for a big right hand there and just missed it. And as they tie up, this is where you're going to see who wins the grappling exchange. Good right hand by Bagautinov. And whether Ali can get Tim to the ground. Just catching him on the end of those punches. Elliott's got good awareness, just getting just out of.
That was a hard one.
He got hurt there. And he got hurt with the knee and the punch.
That's why Elliott looked to get the leg there, Joe.
But still, Elliott pressing forward.
Talk power at 125. Got to talk about Dodson and Lineker and Benavides as well.
Well, that's a good point because he's been in there with Dodson. Elliott has lost a 3-round decision, but was one of the few guys inside the octagon that wasn't stopped by Dodson.
And was a late replacement in that fight.
Yes, in a very exciting fight. Dodson is a ferocious striker.
Just over 2 on the clock here in round 1. Low kick again.
And I believe, I might be mistaken, but that might be one of the fights where Dodson broke his hand.
Yep, he thought his hands were busted up early, exactly. Thought both of them were broken.
And what I mean by like his limited range of motion is like the way he throws kicks. And Bagautinov took him down here, caught him, and Elliott springs right back up to his feet. Nice knee to the body by Bagautinov.
But a good job by Elliott to get right back up. 90 seconds.
But that's what we were talking about before. Like, the physical strength of Elliott is very unusual. Bagautinov is a tough guy, but the way Elliott was throwing him around was really odd. Some guys just have that. It doesn't make any sense, but they just have weird power.
Looking to use it here. He's had back-to-back impressive wins. The Bagautinov fight that we spoke of. Head kick.
And again, Elliott taunting him, hands down. Good inside leg kick by Elliott.
And keeps going low at the cap.
Yeah, that's an absolutely effective technique that we're seeing a lot these days. Former champion Benson Henderson used it with great success against Frankie Edgar. The low kick.
Well, it does damage. It takes away some of your mobility. And it also keeps your leg low and your opponent can't catch the leg.
Yeah, it's a very fragile bone, the fibula. Yeah. You got the tibia, which is fairly thick, but the fibula is a little tiny bone.
Fast hands showcased by Bagautinov there. Final seconds of the round. Oh!
Good shots by Bagautinov.
And the kick.
And they're on the ground.
What a way to finish round one. Tonight's Corner Cam is brought to you by Corn Nuts, the only snack with big enough kernels to step into the octagon.
You good? Oh, I'm great. Hey, you're doing a really good job of making a miss, but we're not making him pay, okay? You're doing great. The footwork is great. Everything is good. You just have to make him pay for hitting. You're cutting him off great. Yeah, I know. I'm not worried. That's why I want the pace high, okay? Hey, I just need a little bit more. I just need a...
And there you see Bagautinov lands a nice left hand and a straight right, and then a knee. The knee looked like it kind of missed him. There's a nice straight left there by Bagautinov, and a kick that caught him just with the toes. Didn't get full power behind it, but Bagautinov very aggressive towards the end.
How about big stars in attendance tonight?
Powerful Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Powerful Arnold Schwarzenegger indeed. Great to have him here tonight. The Terminator. Tim Elliott. Ali Bagautinov, round two. Here we go. Good finish to round one by Bagautinov.
And James Krause in Tim Elliott's corner calling for him to make Bagautinov pay. He says, you're making him miss, but you're not making him pay.
A lot of head movement by Elliott here.
Hey, good spot, good spot. Yep, make it pay. I love that, Tim. That looks so beautiful.
With Tim Elliott, you want to get in, do damage, and get out. You don't want to go for a ride on a suplex. Man, Ali Bagautinov loves that uppercut. Nice right.
Bagautinov with a good leg kick there.
Yeah.
So far, Bagautinov is the one who's gotten off the damaging shots. But Tim Elliott is the one who's pushing the pace. Going, and there's a knee, and Bagautinov got him. But Elliott's looking for a guillotine here.
He is.
Arm in guillotine.
He's really looking to finish it here.
Boy, that looks tight, Mike. That looks very tight.
Can he get the finish? Can he choke him out?
Bagautinov head is bright red. He's out. Beautiful job by Bagautinov, and Elliott takes him down.
Great escape by Bagautinov. Close guard.
Let's see what kind of guard Bagautinov has. He's trying to pin down the right arm, and if he goes for it, it will be quick. But Tim Elliott is just constantly working him over with body punches.
Good shots to the body.
Yeah, Bagautinov trying to shift the hips here. And this is what we saw in the Bagautinov fight. Tim Elliott is relentless when it comes to ground and pound. If he gets on top of you, he does not give you a chance. Even if it's just small half-speed or half-power strikes, he's constantly hitting you. 1, 2, 3. You never get a break.
Tonight's stats powered by Ram Trucks. Guts, Glory, Ram. Before this exchange on the ground, the stats were almost identical as far as the strikes. But Elliott with good ground and pound here.
Good sweep. He went for an armbar to a sweep there, Bagautinov did.
He looks up at the clock, midway point of the second round.
And Elliott's corner is calling out, he's tired, let's go. Good right hand by Ali.
Good feet, good feet, good feet.
And a left.
Man, he swings hard.
Yeah, he certainly does.
Ducking that shoulder, he's looking to set up the right uppercut again.
Well, this fight is more than halfway over, and Elliott is yet to really tag Bagautinov. He hasn't really connected with him hard.
There we go. 1 more 2. Go to the leg again. Thank you, that's it.
The power puncher in this fight is Bagautinov.
Thank you, Tim.
Well, I believe Elliott's a power puncher. He just hasn't been able to land those power punches. There's a nice inside leg kick, though.
Yep. He's a volume puncher, as we told you statistically in his performance against Bagautinov.
Don't let those feet move.
Tim said, I've been working on sitting down on my punches a little bit more.
Well, he does have KO power. He stopped former UFC lightweight champion Jens Pulver outside of the octagon.
He can't touch you, Tim Elliott. He cannot touch you. Let's go. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you. Keep coming.
1 minute. Elliott so unorthodox. Hands down the whole time.
Yeah, that's putting him mildly.
Yeah, right?
1 minute. Tough time.
Switches his stance again.
Tough time. Let's go. Tough time.
Right hand.
You're tied.
Can't get it. Bagautinov on top.
Scramble.
Now go get that neck up.
Trying to get the back.
What a scramble. Elliott right back up to his feet.
I like how as they got up, Bagautinov got right back on the leg of Elliott looking for the takedown.
But I think these exchanges favor Elliott. Because I think as Elliott keeps pushing his pace, he's used to fighting this way, right? He's used to living in chaos. And Bagautinov is looking for breaks here, looking to catch his breath.
Final seconds of the second round.
But when it comes to actually landing shots, it's been Bagautinov. And there you see Elliott goes for a knee there, slightly misses it, but catches this guillotine, arm in guillotine, and this is very tight. And Bagautinov slams him to get out of it, and then there's a wild exchange afterwards.
I need you to go at him. Bro, look at him. He's fucking dead, man. He's dead. Let's pick up the pace. Can you give me 5 minutes? The poke in, back out, that's beautiful. Throw the 2 with it. You're hitting him every time you go. Dude, he can't hit you. You look beautiful, but you just need to up it, okay? You're not tired at all. Can you give me good volume? 5 more minutes? 5 more minutes?
Making a miss, you just have to keep making a pay.
Do not stop moving your head. Do not stop fucking moving.
You're doing great, but I just need you to pick it up, okay? We can shut this guy down right now. He's so tired. Promise, let's get this, buddy.
There's showtime.
Hey,
the
finish here.
UFC
Let's
lightweight
go.
champion of the world. His longtime trainer, Duke Rufus, next to him. Anthony Pettis, whose younger brother made his UFC debut earlier tonight. Set for round 3, Tim Elliott, Ali Bagautinov.
Final round, you ready? You ready? Ellie! Ellie! You ready? Fight!
5 minutes remain in the fight.
The question right now, to me, looks like, how tired is Bagautinov?
Well, Elliott's corner thinks he's really tight.
Yeah, he's taking big, deep breaths. He wasn't looking at Tim at the beginning of the round. And Elliott just clipped him with the right hand.
Elliott wanted the flying knee. Couldn't find the range.
Good inside leg kick by Elliott.
Well, Joe, there's also the factor of something that you always talk about. When you throw every punch with everything you have, it depletes your cardio quite quickly.
Yeah, sprinting is harder than jogging.
Absolutely.
Oh, good kick by Bagautinov.
And he's a sprinter.
Yeah, he throws hammers. Each one of these shots is designed to knock you out. But after you've gone 2.5 rounds with the guy and still haven't knocked him out, there's not much left in the tank.
And Elliott's got more of that pitter-patter volume strike approach.
Yeah. he also takes a tremendous shot, which is very discouraging.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Go back to the leg. Yes, sir.
But when it comes to like landing, it's an interesting fight because when it comes to landing, clearly Bagautinov is the one who's been landing the big shots and landing more shots. But Elliott is the one chasing him down, and Elliott is the one constantly pushing the pace.
Bagautinov looking to score some points. Yeah, and significant strikes landed. It's a very close fight. In total strikes landed, it's much different. And that's what you've been talking about.
There's a good left by Elliott.
And there you see what we just spoke of, the total strikes landed. Elliott with the advantage.
Yeah, you just wonder if Elliott drags him into a sprint, if Elliott drags him into like a Gilbert Melendez, Diego Sanchez type fight, how much does Bagautinov have left?
Bagautinov switches his stance.
He looks fine though. I mean, he's taking deep breaths, but he's still slinging hard punches, throwing good kicks. He's obviously in great shape.
Swing and a miss. Got him with the left.
Good right hand by him as well.
And again, just missed with that one. Man, he's throwing that same punch from the same angle. Elliott just slipping out of danger. The uppercut.
But I agree with Elliott's corner that he's not making him pay. Even if he gets away from the shots, he's not making him pay. And Bagautinov, at least to me, seems to be hitting him a lot more than he's hitting him.
You know, Elliott, so unorthodox. Oh, there he goes. How good's that? Elliott's so unorthodox. He leans in head first a lot, and Bagautinov trying to time that uppercut when he does so.
Well, he's obviously used to that style of fighting. He's very good at it, very sneaky with it. Switches stances a lot as well.
Under 90 seconds remains in this flyweight fight with some early title ramifications. The miss by Elliott.
Win, lose, and draw. This is a learning experience for both fighters. And for Bagautinov, it's a learning experience knowing that there's a guy like Tim Elliott that can take these power punches and can push a pace like this.
Under a minute now.
Now, Elliott's corner calling for him to go after Ali Bagautinov. Oh!
Just missed.
Yeah, just towed him with that one.
40.
And look at this, Bagautinov looking for the takedown. Can he get it? No, he cannot.
Excellent takedown defense by Elliott tonight. He has stuffed 7 of 9 takedown attempts from Bagautinov.
And Bagautinov just looked up at the clock.
That low kick again, Joe. 20 seconds. Final seconds of the fight.
Good right, left, and a good kick by Ali. Oh, big slam by Elliott. Nice knee by Elliott.
They go the distance. Tim Elliott, Ali Bagautinov.
Great way to finish the round by Elliott.
All right, no problems? Our fight replay brought to you by Bud Light. Here we go. Nice right hand there by Bagautinov.
Yeah, Bagautinov again with a right and a left. Elliott pushed the pace a lot, came after Bagautinov. There's a nice left hand, but without a doubt, in my opinion, Bagautinov landed more shots, more hard shots, and dug in and really tried to throw power punches and kicks. Elliott is just an animal. I mean, the amount of punishment that this guy can take is incredible, and the pace that he can push is incredible. But if I had to guess, I would think he lost this decision.
Fans, don't forget, we'd like to know who you believe will win tonight's main event of the evening by voting online at UFC.com/vote or on your cell phone by texting 1 for George St. Pierre or 2 for Johnny Hendricks to 88222. That's 1 for GSP, 2 for Big Rig. We'll keep you updated on the voting throughout our pay-per-view. The text voting tonight, once again, is brought to you by Metro PCS, nationwide 4G LTE for all. St. Pierre and Hendricks for the welterweight championship later tonight in our main event of the evening.
Elliott is still running around the cage. He's like the Clay Guida of the flyweight division.
We are getting set for our Metro PCS judges call, brought to you by Metro PCS, nationwide 4G LTE for all, and here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Ali
Bagautinov by unanimous decision.
I think it was a good decision. I think it was an interesting fight and a learning experience for both fighters. I'm impressed with Bagautinov, and I'm impressed with Elliott as well. I think Elliott just didn't do enough offensively.
So Ali Bagautinov is 2-0 inside the octagon. It's the big win here tonight. And there he is, Dan the Beast Severn, the UFC Hall of Famer, in attendance.